Gabriela, what really struck my eye today in Brazil is that we have some high-profile lawyers who are basically filing documents to impeach President Dilma Rousseff. It's been tried before. Is this different?
There's so many, I would say, separate proceedings for impeachment against President Dilma Rousseff, and it's very, very hard to know which ones are going to be successful and how quickly. To us, the takeaway is that political uncertainty and volatility in Brazilian assets are really here to stay, and we're still having a hard time finding a reprieve in volatility as a result of that uncertainty.
Sure, and if you take a look inside my Bloomberg terminal, you can see just how ugly it really is. It compares Brazilian credit default swaps with other emerging markets like Russia, Chile, Turkey, Peru. Brazil is now the absolute worst. Quite frankly, this surprised me.
It's very clear that Brazil is being treated very differently from other EM markets, and that's because it has that commodity headwind that's common to other countries, but it also has its own idiosyncratic story, and part of that is unraveling some of the, let's say, unsustainable consumption and sustainable fiscal policy. There's a lot that's very specific to Brazil, and a lot of that big CDS spread increase was right before Brazil was downgraded below investment grade by Standard & Poor's. So that risk is also what's being priced in Brazil.
And taking a look at, say, the currency, I mean, the Brazilian real, as you point out in a recent note, trades 30% below its 10-year average. I mean, at what point do you say it is so cheap, it is so ugly, all the bad news has to be baked in right now?
I think that's exactly what we are and a lot of investors are asking themselves. At one point, in recent years, Brazil was trading close to 40% expensive. It now has reversed, and it is exactly 30% cheap. We are of the opinion that as a result, a lot is already baked in, and maybe we can see some more stability in the currency, but that's not a consensus view yet.
And that's not necessarily a buy, that's a don't sell, maybe?
Exactly. That's not a jump right in with your eyes closed, let's say.